43% of hot sauce buyers are wasting money on brands engineered to fail early. Not because they're careless, because manufacturers are banking on you not reading ingredient lists. You walk into a store, grab a bottle for $3 and think you save money compared to that $8 Cholula. Meanwhile, the compound is already oxidizing in ways that'll turn your flavorful sauce into bitter vinegar sludge in 6 months. And that that Scoville rating stamped on the label, completely self-reported with zero third-party verification. Here's what retailers don't want you to know. The brands charging premium prices aren't always the ones delivering premium flavor, and some budget bottles are straight up lies wrapped in marketing. Today I'm exposing 8 hot sauce brands ranked from absolute garbage to the one that actually deserves your money. This will save you from bland, overpriced disappointment and potentially save your taste buds from chemical warfare. Smash that subscribe button because we're about to ruin some profit margins. Number 8, Louisiana brand hot sauce. Launched in 1928, this sauce from New Iberia should have stayed in development. When your slogan is not too hot, not too mild, you've admitted to being aggressively mediocre. Watery, thin texture that slides off food. Bland, one-dimensional taste where vinegar obliterates any pepper flavor. At 450 Scoville units, you get more kick from a jalapeno. Here's the real kicker, 240 milligrams of sodium per teaspoon, the highest of any major brand. That's 10% of your daily intake in one splash. You're paying 40 cents per ounce for salty vinegar water. Customer reviews and decent in a pinch. It'll do. The participation trophy of hot sauce. The ingredient list looks fine. Aged cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, salt. But execution is where dreams die. This brand survives on the word Louisiana. Doing heavy lifting. Geographic nostalgia and shelf placement move a product that wouldn't survive a blind taste test. You're paying for vinegar with a pepper's phone number. When the best thing about your hot sauce is that it technically qualifies as hot sauce, you've failed. Number 7, Texas Pete. Founded in 1929 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, not Texas. This sauce has been lying from day one. The name is marketing fiction, and so is the idea this qualifies as good hot sauce. Watery texture with just enough xanthan gum to make it sticky in a bad way. Overly vinegary, you'll pucker before feeling heat. First ingredient, literally vinegar, followed by peppers, water, thickeners, and preservatives. 750 Scoville units means acid burn with minimal pepper heat. 70 milligrams of sodium adds insult to injury. Reviewers call it garbage tire. One noted, Texas Pete helped me survive the Navy, only palatable under duress. Texas Pete exists. Because misleading branding works, slap cowboy aesthetics on a North Carolina product, suddenly people assume Southwestern authenticity. They target consumers wanting hot sauce as a concept without caring about taste, vinegar masquerading as hot sauce with a cowboy hat. When you lie about where you're from and what you taste like, maybe reconsider your existence. Number 6, Tabasco Original Red. Since 1868, Tabasco has been the default restaurant hot sauce. That's the problem. Over 150 years convincing you ubiquity equals quality. It doesn't. Aged 3 years in oak barrels on Avery Island, which sounds impressive until you taste expensive disappointment. Extremely thin, watery texture. Intense vinegar with sharp acidity, overwhelming pepper flavor. 3 ingredients, distilled vinegar first, red peppers, salt, somehow produce one note. 2,500 to 5,000 Scoville units deliver heat that lingers uncomfortably without flavor payoff. At $1 per ounce, you're paying premium for generic taste, most expensive on this list. Customer complaints, all heat, no flavor. Lingering heat that won't stop. Disappointed every time. Sold in 195 countries, proving marketing beats products. Tabasco survives because restaurants default to it 9 times out of 10. Availability masquerades as preference. They bank on century-old brand recognition, excusing zero excitement. Premium packaging and Louisiana heritage convince you you're getting artisanal quality when it's artisanal marketing. When your achievement is being old and everywhere, you're not gold standard, you're just standard. Liquid regret lasting long after eating. Number 5, Frank's RedHot Original. Launched in 1920, now owned by McCormick, Frank's holds the number 1 spot by sales volume. Most popular doesn't mean best. Famous as buffalo wings' secret ingredient from 1964, should have stayed secret, I put. That $sign on everything is their slogan. Reviewers disagree. Thin, runny, orange-red with black speckles looking more interesting than they taste. Vinegar-forward, but more balanced than Tabasco, with mild garlic undertones. 5 ingredients: aged cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, water, salt, garlic powder. No magic. 450 Scoville units. Tied with Louisiana for least spicy. 190 milligrams sodium per teaspoon. Excessive for something this mild. Reviews are lukewarm. Perfect for wings, but not versatile. Classic, but not exciting. Happy with Frank's staying in its lane. Number 1 in America, middle of pack in taste tests. Frank's dominates through market saturation and wing sauce ownership. They've convinced America wing sauce works for everything. It doesn't. Banking on you associating hot sauce with chicken wings and never questioning alternatives. Name recognition and wing sauce nostalgia. When the most popular is the most boring, you've built a monument to mediocrity. If this is already saving you from bad purchases, hit that subscribe button. Number 4. Crystal Hot Sauce. Founded in 1923 in New Orleans by Baumer Foods, Crystal's been a Big Easy institution for a century. This sauce survived Hurricane Katrina, destroying their factory in 2005, including the iconic lighted sign, a city landmark. Industry professionals and New Orleans natives swear by this, and the hype isn't unjustified. Thin, runny, typical Louisiana style, but with more presence. Pepper-forward taste where cayenne leads instead of backing up vinegar. Balanced tang. 3 ingredients with aged red cayenne peppers first. Order matters, then distilled vinegar, salt. 2,000 to 4,000 Scoville units provide medium heat hitting your tongue without obnoxious lingering. 135 milligrams sodium, 6% daily value. Higher than most, but flavor justifies it. Value, 15 cents per ounce. Best in the game. New Orleans natives call it best hot sauce in the world. Chefs cite it as their professional go-to. More prominent dark chili flavor than Tabasco. Subdued vinegar letting you taste peppers. So popular in Saudi Arabia that Louisiana petroleum workers created international following. Crystal succeeds doing what Louisiana-style should. Lead with pepper, not vinegar. New Orleans pride runs deep. When chefs and pros consistently choose you, you're doing something right. What Tabasco wishes it could be: balanced, affordable, pepper-forward. Lead with the right ingredient, magic happens. Number 3, Tapatio. Created in 1971 in Maywood, California by Jose Luis Saavedra's family from Guadalajara. Tapatio proves authenticity isn't geography, it's execution. Tapatio means someone from Guadalajara, making this a love letter to Mexican heritage made north of the border. Thick, viscous, Mexican-style consistency clinging to food without drowning it. Pepper-forward with mild sweetness, light acidity, balanced red pepper flavor, water first. Then red peppers, salt, spices, garlic, acetic acid, xanthan gum. 3,000 Scoville units deliver medium heat, building gradually. More substantial than Frank's. 110 milligrams sodium adds flavor without excess. Excellent cost to taste at 25 cents per ounce. Customer sentiment: well balanced, good all-rounder, reliable, though some say less exciting. Despite California production genuinely popular in northern Mexico, authenticity validated. Saavedra's bootstrap story, making sauce at home, selling at his day job, opening a factory while working 2 jobs, creates genuine respect translating to sales. Tapatio survives being exactly what you expect. Doesn't surprise, doesn't disappoint, just shows up and works with quiet competence. Generic perfection in a bottle. Decent at everything means great at nothing specific, but still invited everywhere. And if you're finding this useful, hit the like button. Really helps the channel. Number 2, Cholula. Named after the oldest continuously inhabited city in North America, made in Chapala, Jalisco, since the 1990s. Cholula represents Mexican hot sauce sophistication. That iconic wooden cap signals this sauce takes itself seriously. Using both arbol and piquin peppers creates complexity one pepper sauces can't match. Makes breakfast transcendent, doesn't apologize for prioritizing flavor over face-melting heat. Medium thick viscosity, smooth consistency sticking to food without overwhelming. Noticeably more substantial than Louisiana-style. Complex, smoky, slightly sweet, with deep chili flavor from arbol piquin combo, finishing with subtle garlic. Water, arbol peppers, piquin peppers, salt, vinegar, spices, xanthan gum, layers most sauces don't attempt. 1,000 to 2,000 Scoville units provide mild to medium heat, enhancing rather than dominating. 110 milligrams. Sodium, nearly twice Valentina but balanced by complex pepper profile. Mid-range at 70 cents per ounce, paying for craftsmanship. Reviews border on worship, perfect, most versatile, elevates almost anything. Loyalty rivaling sports teams. Multiple flavors. Chipotle, chili garlic, green pepper, chili lime. Show innovation without losing identity. Cholula succeeds targeting consumers wanting flavor over bragging rights. While others compete on heat levels, Cholula competes on taste and wins. What happens when hot sauce respects your palate instead of assaulting it? Perfect enough to make you forget it's not spicy because you're enjoying what it tastes like. Number 1. Valentina Black Label Extra Hot. Since the 1950s, Valentina from Guadalajara has been Mexico's most popular hot sauce. Black Label Extra Hot takes everything great about the original and adds actual heat that builds instead of just existing. Movie theaters in Mexico have Valentina dispensers for popcorn. That tells you how deeply integrated this is into food culture. Thick, viscous, ketchup-like consistency clinging to food. Mexican style done right. Complex flavor with citrus notes, tart tanniness. Slight vinegar balanced, not dominant. Deep puya chili taste. Simple ingredients. Water, chili peppers, vinegar, salt, spices, sodium benzoate, minimal preservatives, maximum flavor. 2,100 Scoville units with slow building heat hitting your throat, lingering warmly without pain. Only 64 milligrams sodium, lower than most despite more flavor intensity. 3% daily value, incredible value, 20 cents per ounce. $2 to $3 buys authenticity. Reviews are unanimous. Perfect. Most viscous texture. Just spicy enough, just tangy enough. Most versatile. RedHot users. Insane bang for buck. Survives on more than nostalgia. That slow burn is intentional. Hits the back of your throat after swallowing. Lingers warmly without requiring. Water. Valentina dominates delivering on every metric. Flavor, heat, texture, value, versatility without gimmicks. 50 plus years of Mexican households choosing it proves merit, not marketing. Movie theater placement isn't paid promotion, it's cultural integration. The people's champion actually deserving the title. When simplicity and execution create near perfection, you get Valentina Black Label. 6 brands selling you overpriced vinegar, 2 solid options, and 1 clear winner. That's your hot sauce reality. Louisiana Brand and Texas Pete embarrass themselves with lies and sodium bombs. Tabasco coasts on 150 years of recognition, delivering one note. Frank's proves sales numbers don't equal quality. But Crystal shows what Louisiana-style achieves, leading with pepper. Tapatio delivers reliable excellence without pretense. Cholula brings sophistication without snobbishness. Valentina Black Label shows what happens when a culture genuinely embraces a product for 50 years. Read ingredient lists before believing labels. When vinegar's first, run. When brands lie about origins, that tells you everything. Real flavor comes from real peppers, not marketing budgets. Sometimes the cheapest bottle is the best one there. Hit subscribe if this changed how you'll buy hot sauce, and drop a comment telling us which ranking you disagree with.